Here it is, my most miserable car I own. Soon to be on engine number 3. You heard it right, soon to be. Here's a comprehensive update on what hasn't been happening with this car. Welcome back to Money Grip. On today's nice spring day where the sun's in my face, the Prelude update. Where has it been? And here we have it. The heart of all my problems with this car, the H series, or this one, the Swiss H. So that's the little hole, and then the big hole is on the other side. So essentially everything from the head gasket down is fucked. Here we see the car has been turned into storage with many things missing, junk everywhere, water damage on the inside from the cracked windshield. I'm sure you can see that if you look hard enough. Mess, no seats. Here's the most painful part. That's all I driven it, 143 miles. So a little refresher for the people following this car. This is a car I bought in 2020. I immediately broke the H22, the hydraulic tensioner for the timing failed, common issue. Bent all the valves, and then I had an H23A that I just bought, and I found cylinder 4 was fucked. So I spent, I think like 50 grand on this car in 3 years building it, and I blew it up on the second dyno trip. I don't know if it was bad tuner, or if I just didn't pick a good enough connecting rod, but here we are with what's gonna happen next. For anybody that didn't catch the last video, I'm a dad now, so building a wild all-wheel drive turbo car is not in the cards. Matter of fact, I'm in the middle of buying my first house, so yeah, this thing is not gonna be this crazy. I have a full H22 inside, and we're gonna be playing with that. We're gonna see if I could salvage 3 of the pistons out of here, order a new one, get some H22 rods and sleeve that block, and we're gonna shoot for like 250, 260, 270, somewhere's in there, horsepower. We're gonna do corners with this. I was originally giving up on this car. I was parting it out actually because I fucking hated it because it was no fun and all work. I can't do that. I have way too much in this car. Everything besides the sunroof has been fucked with. Literally everything. I've taken this whole car apart besides the sunroof and put it back together. So this chassis has way too much into it to just abandon like that. We're gonna have to change some things, like the lack of seats, the lack of shifter, my brake setup, and go from there. On the front, this bumper's gotta go, it's fucked. I need to get a nice big radiator, I need a nice big header, and this is a T2T4 JDM LSD trans. This is a Euro R head with Type S cams. I have Pro 1s in the garage, but I'm gonna be selling the Type S cams, and I'm gonna be selling the Pro 1s versus Pro 2s. I haven't determined yet if I'm keeping this intake or not. It needs a lot of cleaning, just like this. This shit's been sitting untouched for 2 years. It's been blown up that long. There's some issues with it, like I need to finish rebuilding these wheels. For some reason the clutch is on the floor again. There's that. This car needs 2 quarters. It needs a windshield. I can't wait to put the carpet back in. And then we have this. Very nice. Most of this stuff will be sold. Most of it. Like, what the fuck am I going to do with that kind of fuel system, you know? Need to get all these leaves off this car. Hopefully the audio isn't too shitty with the wind, but the real reason I'm making this video is I would like to just like kind of explain why I haven't touched this car in 2 years. I stated earlier that I absolutely fucking hate this car, and it's the worst car I've ever owned. It's literally just a terrible piece of shit. But one of the biggest problems I've had with this car is I let YouTube ruin it for me and the internet. Now, I'm not gonna point fingers at anybody but myself for letting this car get fucking ruined, but I originally wanted to build this car to be, you know, all motor, maybe nitrous, and not do the turbo stuff right away. And I like jumped the gun after it blew up, and I was like enthralled like everybody else is, where it's like, oh, if it's not making 700 plus, what are you doing? It's lame. But I really shouldn't have let like YouTube and trying to be YouTube famous like ruin my experience with this car, which is kind of lame and also my fault. You gonna flex on him? Alright. I got interrupted earlier, but I think what I was trying to say was I was too busy standing up trying to run with trends in YouTube to sit down and actually build something I actually enjoyed. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I have 3 cars in my fleet, and I intend to enjoy them how they were supposed to be originally. To conclude on this deal, it has to move. Again, it's got to move. This has to come out. It needs to come out. So that's what we'll be doing. We'll be figuring out what I'm keeping and what's going, and going from there. There you go. See, progress. 4 clips. Bumper's not gonna fall off. Nice. I'm still gonna sell things off of this car, yo. Shit's gotta go. This, I don't know, other shit in here. I need to do something about that. There's a lot of things I need to fix on this car that I don't like. So, whatever. So anyways, this is gonna be an all-motor Screamer now with a super tucked engine bay. None of this mess. And if you're looking forward to seeing that kind of stuff, like and subscribe. It wouldn't be a Prelude video without little Joe barking in the background. He's still alive. He's like 15, but he's still there somewhere. Where the fuck is he? Up there he is. Anyways, like and subscribe for more Prelude misery. Well, hopefully no more Prelude misery. And less than 300 horsepower fun. Hell yeah, brother.